Hello, and welcome to White Glove Watches. Before we start today, I would just like to give a big shout out to David Schwartz and Brethren Design for the beautiful Vacheron Constantine print from David's giveaway. It's really beautiful, and I think it makes a great backdrop for the channel. Thanks again. So today I'll be doing a quick review of what I think is one of the very best everyday carry watches, the Citizen Nighthawk Eco-Drive. This thing looks just as good with a fitted suit as it does with tactical gear or shorts and flip-flops. Alright, let's do a quick run through of the specs. So this is solar with a power reserve of about 6 months. It's dual time, has a slide rule for calculations and timing, has solid end links, machine clasp, signed screw down crown and case back, 200 meters of water resistance, and very good lume. I've had mine for 7 or so years now, and as you'll be able to see by all the scratches and gouges, I wear it often and I'm not particularly careful with it. I'm a mechanic, and let me tell you, this thing is harder than a coffin nail. The one weak spec it has is that it just has a mineral crystal, but as you can see, all scratched up, spring bars need to be replaced. Somehow the crystal doesn't have a single mark. No idea how that's possible, but I'm not complaining. Alright, let's take a look at the dimensions. So it's 42.5 millimeters wide, with a nice wearable 47 millimeter lug-to-lug. 12.5 millimeters thick with a 22 millimeter lug width, but the top link flares out to 23.8 millimeters and tapers down to 18 millimeters with a 20 millimeter clasp. The finishing is almost entirely brushed except for a bit of polish at the very end of the lugs and in between the bracelet center links. It is well done, as is every Citizen I've encountered. The bracelet looks like a 3-link, but it's a single link with pushpin adjustment and solid end links. It is a 2-button fully machine clasp with fold-over security. It has 3 micro adjusts. I'm not sure what the point of this little guard at the end of the clasp is, but overall it's super flexible and very comfortable. It's a high polished case back with all the normal specs that every Citizen has on it. Very comfortable on the wrist. I have no idea how I even managed to scratch the back of this thing. I really have worn the crap out of it. Now, the dial on this watch is very busy, but it's still completely legible. It has applied white loomed hour markers with silver trim, with the numbers at 6 and 12. A white date window with a white inner and a silver outer frame at the 3 o'clock. Citizen Eco-Drive printed in white with Nighthawk and logo in silver right above and below it. The dual time is printed in a half moon on the left with a 1 through 12 in white and the 12 through 24 in red. The minute track, inner slide rule, and rotating bezel are almost entirely white with a red at the 60-minute mark and a red pip just before the 9 o'clock. The hands are simple sword hour minute hands with a silver surround and a white inner loom, and a needle second hand in silver with no loom. The single dual time hand is black with a white airplane to correspond to the 1 through 12 and a red airplane for the 12 through 24. Unfortunately no loom, but easy to read when there's light. As I said before, it has good loom. I'm not sure what kind it is, but it has a nice blue hue to it. As you can see, it's applied a little bit heavier on the hands than the hour markers. I do wish it had a pip at the 60 marker, but it is a pilot's watch, not a diver. Still, it has 200 meters of water resistance, and hey, maybe that's what inspired Sully to go for the river. So here's the contrast shot on my 7.5 inch wrist, so you can see how it lays without the fur. With the 42.5 millimeter case, you would think it would wear large like a Seamaster, but it really doesn't. So let's switch to my ginger cat arms. The 47 millimeter lug-to-lug makes it completely wearable for a 6-inch wrist and up. And the bracelet is supremely comfortable all day, no hair pulling at all. Now, I bought mine over 7 years ago for about $175 new. Today the prices seem to vary between $200 and $300, not including the Blue Angel or other various versions. So would I buy it again? Because of the mineral crystal, if I could find it for under $225, yes, but not the redesigned version. I'm sure the new version is just as good. It's entirely personal preference. I just really like the clean bezel of the older version better. And that's it. If you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe, and thanks for watching.